Welcome to the world of ancient Egypt, a civilization that flourished for thousands of years along the fertile banks of the Nile River. In today's episode, we'll delve into the intricate systems that kept this great civilization running, its governance, political structure, judicial system, and economy. At the heart of ancient Egypt's governance was the pharaoh, a divine ruler believed to be the earthly embodiment of the god Horus. The pharaoh was more than just a king, he was considered a living god, a mediator between the gods and the people, with absolute power over the land. The pharaoh's primary duty was to maintain Ma'at, the concept of truth, balance, and order across the kingdom. To manage this enormous responsibility, the pharaoh was supported by a highly organized bureaucracy. Supporting the pharaoh was a complex political system. The most powerful official under the pharaoh was the vizier, the chief advisor, and head of the administration. The vizier acted as the pharaoh's right hand, overseeing the day-to-day running of the government, from justice and treasury to agriculture and public works. Under the vizier were various officials, each responsible for different aspects of governance. Scribes played a crucial role in this system, meticulously recording laws, collecting taxes, and maintaining records. Justice in ancient Egypt was deeply intertwined with the concept of Ma'at. The pharaoh, as the supreme judge, was the ultimate authority in legal matters. However, the day-to-day judicial responsibilities were often delegated to officials and judges who presided over local courts. The vizier also played a key role in the judicial system, hearing appeals and ensuring that laws were applied fairly across the land. Egyptian law was based on common sense and tradition, focusing on resolving disputes and restoring harmony rather than punishing wrongdoing. The vizier also played a key role in the judicial system, hearing appeals and ensuring that laws were applied fairly across the land. Egyptian law was based on common sense and tradition, focusing on resolving disputes and restoring harmony rather than punishing wrongdoing. The state played a central role in the economy, controlling land, collecting taxes, and organizing large-scale projects like the construction of temples and pyramids. Taxes were often paid in the form of grain, livestock, or labor, which the state then redistributed to support the government, religious institutions, and military.
Now, we're diving into the spiritual and social fabric of this incredible civilization. We'll explore their religion, marriage customs, funerary practices, and the social hierarchy that shaped their daily lives. Religion was the cornerstone of life in ancient Egypt, influencing everything from governance to daily routines. The Egyptians were polytheistic, worshipping a pantheon of gods and goddesses. Ra, the sun god, was central to their beliefs, while Osiris, the god of the afterlife, and Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood, played crucial roles in their spiritual practices. The Egyptians believed in an afterlife, where the soul would continue its journey if the right rituals were performed. This belief was the driving force behind their elaborate funerary practices, including the famous process of mummification. Marriage in ancient Egypt was a practical yet affectionate union. It was a private affair, with couples often marrying for love, though social and economic considerations were also important. A simple agreement marked the start of a marriage, with both partners enjoying a relatively equal standing. Marriage in ancient Egypt was a practical yet affectionate union. It was a private affair, with couples often marrying for love, though social and economic considerations were also important. A simple agreement marked the start of a marriage, with both partners enjoying a relatively equal standing. Death in ancient Egypt was not the end but a transition to another life. The Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife, where the soul had to pass various tests before reaching eternal peace. To ensure a safe journey, the dead were mummified, a process designed to preserve the body for the afterlife. Funerary practices were elaborate, especially for the wealthy. Tombs were filled with food, clothing, jewelry, and even shabti figurines, which were believed to serve the deceased in the afterlife. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and prayers, guided the soul through the underworld, reflecting the Egyptians' deep concern with the afterlife. Ancient Egyptian society was highly structured, with a clear social hierarchy. At the top was the pharaoh, considered a living god responsible for maintaining Ma'at, the balance and order of the universe. Below the pharaoh were nobles and priests, who wielded significant power in governance and religious matters. Scribes and artisans occupied the middle tiers, respected for their skills and contributions to the state. The majority of the population were farmers and laborers, whose hard work sustained the economy. At the bottom were slaves, often prisoners of war or debtors, who had little freedom but were integral to large-scale building projects and domestic work. Despite this rigid hierarchy, social mobility was possible, especially through education and state service. Religion reinforced this social order, with the pharaoh at the apex as the divine ruler. The religion, marriage customs, funerary practices, and social system of ancient Egypt were all deeply interconnected, creating a civilization that was as rich spiritually as it was materially. These elements helped shape a society that thrived for millennia, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire us today. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of ancient Egypt. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more insights into the ancient world. Until next time. History isn't just about the past, it's a lens through which we can understand the present. Keep exploring with us as we unravel the stories of ancient civilizations.